Hello Frank and panel and all the audience for this event. Warm greetings from Hong Kong, and when I mean warm greetings, that it's still 25 degrees in Hong Kong, so it looks like winter is taking a little bit longer to come to this part of the world. My intervention today with regards to the topic, the power of networks, I would like to bring three perspectives to the table and to the discussion. And the three perspectives are quite in line with the areas that I occupy my time whilst in Hong Kong, whilst traveling through Asia, and also whilst doing bridges between Asia and the rest of the world. So the first one, which takes me to my one of my roles as chair of the task force of the United Nations ESBN. Now ESBN stands for SCAP, Sustainable Business Network, where as the chair of the task force of youth and women entrepreneurship, we do need to create these strong bonds with the ecosystem, not only for the countries in Asia Pacific, but also creating these strong bonds between Asia Pacific countries, regions and sub-regions and the rest of the world, to ensure that we're helping to, using the word that we normally put on the table when we're describing the task force, to supercharge the opportunity corridors for entrepreneurs. Now, with this, within this function, network is, I wouldn't say important, I wouldn't say fundamental, I would say it's paramount. You do need to do a combination of personal connections and professional connections. By the way, professional connections usually don't work that well without the personal side of the equation. Majority of business is done on trust. Majority of great part of business is done on personal affinities, on personal relations. So there has to be a personal relation that serves as the backbone of professional relationships. So for us, it's utmost critical to ensure that myself as the chair of the task force and also all the members spread across Asia Pacific and a bit beyond this side of the world, based in Europe, based in Africa, based in North and South America, it's of utmost importance that they are very good at networking to be able to not only convey what we do, but at the same time to ensure that we provide or we support or we enable and enhance this supercharging of entrepreneurial communities within the opportunity corridors. Now, the second point that I would like to bring is when it comes to the second chunk of where I occupy my time, which is as a chief executive officer of a company called Pelham Gray. We do investments, we do different digital platforms that are also focusing on entrepreneurship. Now, with this in mind, we do have to then connect very solidly with the supply chain that is related to entrepreneurship. So we're talking about what? We're talking about the startups themselves. We're talking about the people that aspire to become entrepreneurs and that somehow have gathered to create something that is addressing a problem that requires an urgent solution. We're talking about venture capitalists. We're talking about potential PE firms. We're talking about bringing the startup and working with the startups all the way through the cycle, either for an exit or for a potential IPO. And through the whole path, what we do have different stakeholders. We do have different entities. We do have different supporting organizations. We do have to ensure that the teams that we work with, they're well connected, that they're well aware of their roles, and at the same time they know what to say when they meet the right people. So once again, on the second chunk of my time, networking is paramount. And then the third part, which is what I call as professional as the others, but a little bit with a twitch, which is for university students that are in their way or towards their path to become entrepreneurs. So as a professor of entrepreneurship of a course called the Business Lab for the #1 university in Asia by The Economist, what we have been doing for the past 9 years is getting business MBA students to go through what I call the framework of entrepreneurship, where they have absolutely no concepts whatsoever, to be in a position where they can be in a position to launch their business. We want to ensure that we teach them not only the concepts, not only the what I call the validation loops, but at the same time they do need to understand that they will have to connect, they will have to pitch, they will have to make their concepts understandable to a variety of people throughout their path, all the way from the initial idea or the inception of the project, all the way to when they're about to launch their project and subsequent phases as they go to eventually potential VC series A, B, C,